What I'm about to share might sound strange, but if you want to understand international relations and what's really going on in the world, stick around. By the end of the video, things will start to make sense. And if you're a politician or diplomat, you might want to use this method. It could help prevent World War III. If we want good relationships with our neighbors, we need to understand them. The easiest way to do this is to imagine the country as a character in a story. This character has its own personality traits, interests, and fears, which shape the narrative it lives by. Every country has its unique personality type and corresponding desires and strategies for achieving its goals. Let's start with my homeland, Russia. Its personality archetype is the giver, a country that lives not for itself, but for others. Russia constantly gives away its resources, whether to family, friends, or those in power. Soviet citizens lived in poverty, yet fed and supported countless authoritarian regimes worldwide. To the giver, generosity, even to the point of wastefulness, is second nature, because it helps to build and maintain relationships. Russia's personality subtype is the lover. Above all, it craves love and admiration. It wants to be seen as special, dazzling, and irreplaceable. Remember the Sochi Olympics? Billions were spent, and there was even some cheating just to impress the world. The authenticity of the victory didn't matter as long as it looked good. Think of it like fake eyelashes or acrylic nails. Not natural, but they get the job done. The giver-lover loves creating a spectacle and hiding flaws. When dignitaries or important guests visit, only the best is showcased. Infrastructure is often built not for locals, but for foreign visitors, like during the FIFA World Cup. There's no business logic. It's about making an impression, no matter the cost. In the Soviet Union, foreigners were given VIP treatment. Why? To impress. For Russia, it's all about showcasing brands, luxury, and a sense of being special. Russians pride themselves on having the world's most beautiful women, vast natural resources, and the highest sacrifices in World War II. In short, Russia is Cinderella. She works tirelessly, hoping to earn the love of others. Her ultimate dream is to attend the ball and captivate everyone with her beauty. Naturally, she longs for the love of the planet's most eligible prince, the United States. But lately, that relationship hasn't been working out. Now, imagine how such a character behaves when rejected or ignored, even though it's all Russia's own fault and it totally deserves what it gets. Anger and destructions are inevitable. And if the prince shows interest in Cinderella's sister, Ukraine, Russia's reaction is predictable: jealousy and aggression. And it quickly became ugly. How to maintain peace with Russia? I don't suggest anything, I just explain how it works. Shower it with admiration. Organize gift exchange. Visit often and offer public praise. Here's some advice for anyone looking to improve relations with Russia. Focus on celebrating its inventors, artists, athletes, and writers, not its corrupt leaders. They don't truly represent the country, as no one chose them. Now, let's look at America. Its personality archetype is the explorer, with a subtype, the champion. America is curious, driven, and ambitious. It doesn't just believe in its superiority, it's confident in it, requiring no external validation. While Russia craves approval, America couldn't care less about others' opinions. What matters is being number one and proving it over and over again. If Russia is Cinderella, the US is Superman. The champion is not the best manager, because they are hyper-focused on their achievements and glory. They do things on the grand scale, achieving remarkable results, but champions can be selfish and sometimes disproportionately harsh toward enemies who challenge their dominance. Think of America's foreign policy decisions over the decades, from Hiroshima to Afghanistan. The US hates losing. When it sees other country getting ahead, it's like waving a red flag at a bull. When the Soviets launched Sputnik, America's immediate reaction was, "Hold my beer, we are going to space." Like Russia, America is also generous, but for different reasons. While Russia gives to impress, the US does so to feel like a benevolent hero. Another key trait: champions fear injury, illness, and pain, often struggling to cope with them. In their excitement, they might hurt themselves only to panic and act irrationally afterward. Remember America's reaction to COVID-19? Tips for maintaining good relations with the US: acknowledge their accomplishments. Respect the rules of the game. Understand that champions value allies, visionaries, and high-status partners, and strive to be one. Take a look at America's best-selling books on Amazon. You'll notice which countries interest the US and which don't. Allies: Canada and the UK. Visionaries: Japan. High-status partners: France, Italy, and again, the UK. These are the settings for most romance novels when the story takes place abroad. Romance novels are a goldmine for understanding a nation's dreams. I'll be making a separate video on this topic, so subscribe if you're curious about uncovering people's hidden desires through their entertainment preferences. I can't comment on the personality types of other countries since I have not lived there or studied their culture deeply enough. But I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. How would you describe your country's personality type? You can find the list of personality archetypes and subtypes on my website, elvirabary.com. There, you'll also find information about the Sphinx method, my system for understanding personalities and purpose. See you in a few days.